Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We've made our way into the lower city of Baldur's Gate itself and are continuing our explorations. I'm kind of surprised by just how big this area is, where I want to explore it all, but there's just so much going on that I don't want to miss anything, but also, like, we spent most of the last episode just in this one building, and I'm like, this is huge. Am I going to be able to see it all? I don't know. Let's continue on. No sense wasting time. Okay, we've got a gazette over there. You guys have names. Ooh, you.
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
Okay.
Lord Gortash is exactly what Baldur's Gate needs. I dread to think where we'd be without the Steel Watch.
Yeah.
The Steel Watchers are doing most of the good here, really. I'd love a gander at those schematics.
As would I. Mainly so I could see what negative things are built in.
Gortash is the light bringer. Gortash will burn the absolute to smoke and ashes.
Only Lord Gortash has the strength to protect our city.
I don't really agree with Lord Gortash's methods, but the man does get things done.
Yeah. Create an army and then create a second army to fight off your original army. And you can look very powerful.
If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
The mouth. Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Presumably.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the Steel Watch taking up resources. Huh.
I mean, informing the populace what's going on is not a bad thing.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Hostile Mother? What do you got going on?
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
Well, that's very polite compared to a lot of people.
I'm grateful to be here, I am. But I thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
Oh, do you have to leave part of your family behind?
The soap here smells funny.
Sure. I guess we'll take a quick gander upstairs and see if there's anything interesting going on. So far, it doesn't seem like this is that exciting.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you.
Okay. Looks like it's more just lore flavor-wise. 5 or 6 heroes. An easy-to-read children's book about an unlikely team of heroes who banded together to defend a forest gnome village against marauding gnolls. The raiders are driven away, the village is saved, the comical sidekick gets engaged into a gnomish beekeeper, and virtue is triumphant. Sure. Alright, let's head back out and see what else is around. Zeta, what's your story?
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Boy, I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
Depends on who I'm supposedly making trouble for, but yes.
I keep
telling you animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
I don't really like being referred to as an animal, if I'm perfectly honest. I can loot the mailbox? Stillmain murder tip to the puzzle editor. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And municipal sanitation note. Let's see the murder tip. To whom it may concern at Baldur's Mouth, I got a hot tip to sell on the Stillmain murder, but you gotta come across with the gold or it's a no-go. I'll give you an idea to show you it's worth it. When it happened, I was in the elf song, sleeping right in the next room. And alright, I admit, I heard nothing and slept through the whole thing. But in the morning, I got a glance into Stillmain's gory room, and oh, Papa Mama, the things I could tell you. Anyway, meet me tonight at on the Elfsong Terrace. I'll be the one with the purple feather in her cap, and bring a stack of shiny, or my lips stay sealed. We might want to go to the Elfsong and look for the purple feather cap.
Well, I am so glad you asked.
Baldur's Mouth puzzle editor. Hey, I found a copy of your broadsheet on my late uncle's desk with the Winnapeak Candlekeep acrostic puzzle half done. And it took me a while, but anyway, I finished it. I got every question right, as you can see from the enclosed. If I come up to the Baldur's Mouth building, who do I talk to collect my prize? The Edward Needle fellow? I hope so, because I have a thing or two I'd like to tell him. Let me know, alright? Is there a prize you get for solving the puzzle? I assume it's just a puzzle to solve. Wrong, wrong, wrong. To the recipes editor. I am a professional chef, so I am writing to tell you I am in big outrage about your article about how to cook the ducks. It was wrong, bad, dumb, stupid, incorrect, wrong, wrong, wrong. You know, you want to know how to cook the ducks, you should ask Rovier how to cook the ducks. He is cooking the ducks every night at the Elfsong for more years than the number of times your article was wrong. You tell me when I will come over and show you how to cook the ducks. Recipes editor. Ha! And municipal station notice. The Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issue of the penetrating stench emanating from the round street hatches that provide access to the city sewers. The tribe of gutter kobolds contracted to maintain free flow in the sanitation tunnels appears to have been slain or driven away by forces or circumstances unknown, and the resulting backup is responsible for the unpleasant odor. The department is taking appropriate measures to remedy the situation, but in the meantime, do not attempt to address the situation yourselves. Citizens are prohibited from using the round street sewer access hatches. Leave sanitation to the professionals. Someone killed all the sewer kobolds. Huh.
In my opinion,
is that just to make the sewers an open tunnel that anyone can, or the absolutists can just travel through?
It would certainly help with the dishes.
Baldur's Mouth.
Okay. After the joke.
All right, let's head on into Baldur's Mouth. Oh, this place is big. Where does that... Okay. So, they've got a bridge that they can raise to stop people from getting to here? Or maybe to stop people from getting to this ladder to go up to whatever is above this. Because that itself doesn't seem terribly important.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Everyone's so upset. Anything elsewhere?
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Well, if they're saying controversial things... Security first. Security for those who deserve it. The first responsibility of government. As the creator of the Steel Watch, Lord Gortash has proven his credentials as a master of civic security.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
Yeah, I'd be happy if they were all gone.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Still missing one link. Oi, shove off. Don't be peeking at my scoop.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
That's what I've heard. I've heard all about your article, and I want you to shut it down. Sorry, who are you? Are you sure you have enough ink to cover all of my adventures? I'd rather not be in your paper at all. I want to know how I feature in your paper. What are you saying about me? But I don't seem to have an opportunity to say that. Are you sure you'll have enough ink to cover all of my adventures?
We have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fists do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
What trafficking of refugees did I do? I mean, I've done a lot of things that they wouldn't like, but that's not one I think applies. Who told you this nonsense? Perhaps a bit of coin can make the article go away. If what you've just said is true, pissing me off is a bad idea. Stop the article. Fair. There are very few... I mean, the Steel Watch probably can stop me, but I'm not terribly afraid of most others. If people start spitting in my face, I can defend myself. Sorcerer, stop the article. I'll cook you from the inside out. Who told you this nonsense?
I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei.
I mean, as long as...
Guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Yeah, free speech... Deliberate slander and libel. I feel I probably have the right to defend myself. Potentially physically. If you're willing to put your life on the line, you're welcome to lie about me. Yeah. I have no need to stay here. The guards can take me out. Amazing. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Because, yeah, none of that sounds true. At least, I don't know who they'd be referring to.
Time to chat, mate. Sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Yeah, I don't know what refugee we brought into the city.
Used to be much quieter around here. Much less profitable, mind. So it ain't all bad.
Alright.
We give thanks.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
So we've got tons of people. Ah, this is the elf song. Neat. Do we want to talk to all of the people? There's someone at Elf Song apparently who has information about the murders that we'd want to talk to. So I guess let's make our way around these outside and talk to everyone. And then we can go inside.
An archduke? Saw him once at a distance. Looked like too much of a pipsqueak to fill those boots.
Smart man.
I would love to have seen Gortash's coronation, but I would have to have skipped the after feast. I'm on a strict diet.
Okay.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best goss. None of it's been wrong yet.
Ooh. Hello, Karis.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
Well, she said you know everything and you're always correct. So when you say that the person who says you're always correct is always lying, I don't know what to believe.
He's a man of the people, too. Vincent here is a wastrel and a scapegrace, but he does amuse me.
I'm just surprised the number of people we can talk to with names that don't have much to actually say. Like, you would think they wouldn't have unnamed citizens and refugees if they're going to have people without story purpose with names.
Poor refugees starving in Rivington, I could just weep. I believe I'll drown my tears in another brandy.
Yeah, you're weeping so much.
On days like this, I miss the forest. I used to scamper amongst my woodland friends, if you can believe it. Here, not a squirrel in sight.
Actually cut off the Emperor. So, wonder if his old things are still there. They could be of use to us. We'll have to keep an eye out.
Tears balls. Just lost the best job I ever had. Easy work in the upper city. But you don't care. And why should you? Sorry I said anything.
The service here is worse than ever. What do you have to do to get a drink around here?
Tip better?
Sliced clean through Stelmane's neck.
Alright, no one hiding back there. Let's head on in.
As long as they do their jobs, they can see the sea shanties.
Enforcer Schooner.
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself.
I shall. Guess you must be the tavern's hired muscle, or leave off the threats. When I'm pushed, I push back. You must be the tavern's hired muscle.
That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart.
Wouldn't have expected that, but sure. I guess I don't expect the heart. To be honest, you don't look very approachable. Maybe you should change jobs. Can you sing? The tavern always needs bards. Do you need a pat on the back? Yeah, you don't look very approachable.
That's just rude.
Sorry. It's the nature of being a guard, though.
Probably best if I keep a low profile. They used to know me all too well in the elf song.
Oh, cool.
Paths ever crossed in the before times? Were you always so sneaky?
I haven't survived for 2 centuries by being reckless, and I hope to survive at least 2 more.
Yeah, don't rub it.
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
Settle down, you two. People are trying to drink here. What's this about? Or does someone need to get beaten up? I can handle that. What's this about?
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
If he wants to join an Order of Helm, it sounds to me that Stug has to give up knee-breaking effective immediately. Yeah. Stug's already been paid for the task. He has to follow through on it. Tell you what, Stug, give me the money. Uktar paid you for the job, and then you're off the hook. No, stop. The guild was the criminal organization, the thieves, or were they just Thieves Guild? Were they just like, I don't know, major criminals? So working for them sounds like you don't have a strong commitment to Helm. If you are wanting to join the Order of Helm, you need to stop working for the guild.
You know that's right, Stug. If Uktar sends someone after you, I'll back you up. And so will the rest of the knights.
You say that now, but you haven't met Uktar's enforcer, Elliot. No, you're right. I'm sick of the whole business. If Elliot comes looking for me, we'll find a way to deal with him.
Good.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume I used to know everybody around town. Now I'm a new man.
A new man? Who were you when you were an old man? You sound kind of messed up, to be honest. Yeah, who did you used to be?
A worried man, a playwright who lost the will to write. Now I worry no more. Can't write a word? What does it matter?
Huh.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached.
I thought you were familiar. What are you doing here? Never pictured you as a barmaid. Busy stealing from the elf song, are you? Cost a fair amount of supplies too. Got anything to trade? What are you doing here?
Working. What else? Alan's short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap.
Never call yourself cheap, Lacrissa. You are priceless. It's a very nice thing to say. Missed you. It's good to see you. Less talking, more working. Where's Alfira? The two of you are usually together, no? That's what I'm curious about. But first, never call yourself cheap.
Oh, you are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you. I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up.
No, but I still want to ask about Alfira.
What can I get you? Make it as easy as possible and leave a big tip. Thanks.
Where's Alfira? The two of you are usually together, no?
Check the roof. But you didn't hear that from me.
Is she just illegally camping out on the roof? Awesome. Well, at least they made it to Baldur's Gate.
From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it.
Yeah. You don't think the Fists are up to the task? Or the Fists are good at handling, are only good for handling riots. Investigation isn't their strong suit. Yeah, that seems to be the case.
You don't need subtlety to sort these matters out, just persistence. That's what I told Commander Portier anyway.
How would you deal with it?
I'd start a special crime unit. A half-dozen hard cases. Grab some likely losers in the back alleys and beat on them until we got some answers. Commander Portier says she already has some investigators she trusts. Soft-talking namby-pambies, I'd wager. But when they fail, and they will, count on it, she knows where to find Dame Gizarm. Then, it'll be my turn.
I'm not sure beating up random losers in an alley is going to get you the answers you're looking for.
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the Flaming Fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Believe me, I know something about knocking heads together.
You look like it. Who else do we have around?
Archduke? Lord Gortash is a trifle young for that, don't you think? Not that anyone cares what you think, or me for that matter.
Yep.
That puffed up parvenu, Gortash, an archduke. However did they find a crown big enough for his head?
Nice.
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the flaming fists with steel watches. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
Yeah. They have their own problems, though.
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
Correct.
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the Absolute crawling up our asses.
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the Absolute Army's plan.
Alright. So we've got a room over here we can't see. Investigate the murders is upstairs of this room. Murder target Rovere. Downstairs there's another quest there. Just wondering if there's anyone that I would recognize or want to talk to. You're sitting by yourself. What's your story?
You look as out of place here as I feel. What say you? Should I have another? You'll need to preserve me. I need the courage.
Courage for what? Will another drink solve your problems? You won't find courage in the bottom of a bottle. Drink up. The city is living on borrowed time. Will another drink solve your problems?
No, sir. We abandoned our farm when the Absolute Army marched in. We used to sell our barley to the brewer who makes this very beer. That's all over now.
You must be furious at the Absolute cult and their army. Sure, you'll find a new trade soon enough. There's plenty about. Who went with you?
Family's upstairs, exhausted. I'm Des Canshaw, with a wife, 2 kids, and another on the way. Oldest boy, Corson. He means well, but he eats as much as the rest of us put together. I have to find him a place here.
I mean, if you have lost your job, have no prospects of a future job, you probably shouldn't be wasting away all your coin on drink. That's my personal opinion. There's a war on, can he fight? Got any opportunities for him? Good luck to you and your family. I mean, no parent is going to want their kid to fight. Got any opportunities for him?
A fancy feller called Three-Piece wants to place Corson as a cleaner in the counting house. But I don't trust him. Maybe I should just join the Flaming Fist and take the signing bonus. What else can I do?
Three-Piece sounds like a crook. Just based on the name, I agree with that. But if you join the Fists, the cleaner job sounds steady, leaves you available to head back to the farm. And here the Elmater Temple in Worms needs volunteers. They don't pay, but at least the boy will eat. That's an interesting solution. Though it is outside the walls of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, probably better you join the Fists.
That's what I was thinking too. Was drinking to get up the courage to do it. But it's hard. Because it means goodbye to our family's farm. Corson will never work those fields. Thanks, stranger. You helped settle my mind. Thanks are all I have to offer, though. May Elmater bleed for you.
I mean, if the Absolute gets resolved, are you unable to go back to your farm? Are you forced to be a Fist for life?
Pardon me, sir. You look prosperous. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewellery. At discount price. For a good cause.
What kind of jewelry? Or what's this good cause? What kind of jewelry?
A beautiful necklace. It belonged to my grandmother. I'll give it you for a bit of coin.
Why ask me and not sell it to a merchant? I might if you told me what you need the money for.
Escape. Escape from Baldur's Gate for my husband and me. Lord Gortash wants Marek's head, so we have to get out. There's a smuggler's sloop leaving for Waterdeep with 2 berths left. But the captain wants a fortune for him. This necklace is all I have.
Flayer necklace for 200. Keep your jewelry. Here's for your troubles, 200. I think the situation here is about to turn around. You should probably stay. No. Sorry, but I can't help you. Keep your jewelry. Here for your troubles, 200. We've got plenty of gold.
I don't know what to say. Except thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
I wonder if this was brewed with my barley.
Alright, we've got a few people left in here.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger?
What are you celebrating? Maybe I will.
I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do.
A tailor, that's good honest work. You married a tailor, is that the best you could do? Wow. It's good honest work.
Sewing rabbit skin cloaks? Well, that's all right for some, I guess, but not for our Gaspar.
No, our Gasper preferred hanging around the guild hall. I was afraid he was going to end up as a guild bone breaker.
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Holst. She straightened Gaspar out. Found him a place in the foundry.
Hopefully if we have to blow up the foundry, he doesn't die. Clovia, you sound like an admirer of this Tamia. Are you close? Lars, right? Are you serious about getting Gaspar to join your business? Sure, are you close to this Tamia?
Receptive one, aren't you? Blas, plum bubbles may have gone to my head. But I guess it's time to tell you. I'm leaving you. I'm starting a new life with Tamia. I'm going to sell the business. And the money we used to start it was mine in the first place. I'm afraid that's it. For Throaks, for cloaks. Oh, dear. The bottle's empty. Let's have another and talk about it.
I think I need to take a walk. In a minute.
Huh. Well, that didn't turn out well for them.
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before.
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at Worm's Rock. That place must cost a fortune. Per diem?
Yeah. So you, Rovere, are... You have cats wandering around your kitchen. Okay. Not standard business cleanliness.
Rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there.
Rats are important. Your name is on a list of murder targets. You need to hide. Yeah, probably. It'd be my pleasure. I'm an adventurer, not an exterminator. Have I done this before? I would never kill an innocent animal. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight to it. The rats are unimportant. Your name is on a list of murder targets. You need to hide.
No, I I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
I'm guessing if I go down there and murder the rats, when I come back up here, you're gonna be dead. Who are you?
Rovia burned the bullier base again, and now I have to scrub the pot. Some chef he is.
Alright, do we want to take care of the rats quickly?
Don't customers know there's a war on?
Sure. Do I talk to the cats first? Let's drink a potion of animal speaking.
And only a day or two old.
Hello, servant ape. Would you kill those rats, please? Their presence vexes me.
I assumed that was the purpose of having all the cats running around. Apparently I'm mistaken.
Look, Tambourine. A servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
So they just have a bunch of cats. But the cats in no way are going after the rats.
I don't like...
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Even better. Well, then I think I'm going to end the episode here. Next time we'll go down to the cellars, find the Emperor's old lodgings, and deal with the rats. And see if he survives us going downstairs and coming back up. Because this just seems like the perfect time for him to be killed. But yeah, see y'all then. Bye.